Okay. Good evening, everyone. So we are Team Silex, and we are excited to share a strategic plan for St. Mary's and Area Mobility Service, a non-profit organization dedicated to providing accessible transportation in our community. They ensure residents can attend medical appointments, access healthcare, and manage daily needs, significantly enhancing their quality of life. So I'm continuing by introducing my team. So my team consists of Hemant, Mayaha, Anjana, and Surya. So SMMS faces increasing challenges, including high operating cost, a manual scheduling system, limited funding. Looking at the recent operational metrics, SMMS has delivered almost 10,000 rides using 4 vehicles and volunteer drivers. However, the rise in fuel cost has led to increased operational cost that threaten the sustainability of their services. The manual scheduling system further limits their efficiency. Our project focuses on creating a sustainable solutions to meet the community's growing needs by addressing these key challenges. Uh, so, through these strategic investments, we aim to modernize SMMS operations, improve efficiency, enhance service delivery, and ensure long-term operation resilience, enabling them to continue providing essential transportation services to the community for years to come. I am passing it to Hema to continue.
Thank you, Rishi. So now we are moving to the current state analysis of SMMS. So let's look where now SMMS stands. So coming to the operational metrics. So from like April 2024 to January 2025, they have provided around 10,000 rides with just 4 vehicles. So saying the exact number will be like 9,957 rides with 4 vehicles. Actually, this is a significant number. It shows high demand for SMMS services and also reflects the dedication of the volunteer driver team. However, with only 4 vehicles, the system is running close to full capacity. There is limited flexibility to accommodate more rides or emergencies if this happens. So this level of utilization also means vehicles are under heavy strain, which affects maintenance needs and scheduling. So in case of fuel consumption, uh, averagely they have consumed around 16,874 liters at $1.30 per liter. We know that fuel is the largest variable cost in the operation. So the total spend of fuel is approximately $21,936 in less than a year. With rising fuel prices and environmental concerns, reliance on gasoline becomes both financially and ethically unsustainable. So this supports our argument for electric vehicle adoption, which can dramatically reduce these costs over time. So then coming to the maintenance. So currently SMMS follows a break fix model, waiting until a vehicle breaks down before fixing it. Actually, this leads to unpredictable repair costs, service interruptions when vehicles are unavailable, and also reduced vehicle life expectancy. It also puts pressure on the remaining vehicles, creating a cycle of wear and inefficiency. A proactive and predictive maintenance model which uses fleet management software could prevent many of these issues. And the last point, which is the manual scheduling. SMM is still using manual scheduling for their bookings and other activities. So actually, it's very time consuming and it's prone to human error. And also, it's very hard to make real-time adjustments or optimize routes. Uh, Manual scheduling leads to underutilized vehicles, missed ride opportunities, and lower rider satisfaction. So here, implementing a telematics system or a digital scheduling tool could automate routing, increase efficiency, and allow better data tracking. So it will be more useful for SMMS in the future. So now I am moving on to my friend Mayaha.
Thank you, Hemant. So, Let us take a moment to look at the key challenges that are faced by St. Mary's and their mobility services and why they matters. The first major challenge that St. Mary's facing is high operational cost. Fuel price has been increasing, and with four vehicle consuming more than 17,000 liters in a less than year, the fuel price expenses alone are becoming unsustainable. Add to that the ongoing cost of repair and general maintenance, and it's quickly become clear that cost control is the top priority. The second challenge is the maintenance delay. Because of the unscheduled repairs, the St. Mary's Mobility Services is dealing with vehicle downtime, which means that fewer ride completion and frustrated riders who depend on these services, especially for their critical appointments like medical visit. So due to this challenge, delay in making the service providence and downtime of the vehicle, there is an increase in the number of frustrated customers. And third one is the manual scheduling system. Without automated system, dispatchers are limiting in how many riders they can organize in a day. They can promise like how many services that they can provide in a day because of the lack of scheduling system. And it's a time consuming process. If while they are using manual scheduling system, they are taking a long time to schedule their services, and there is a high chance to increase the error during scheduling in a manual way, and also restriction how responsive the service can be. This all result in the increase in the frustration of the customers and unsatisfactory level of the customers. So overall, by comparing the analyzing the challenges, the current system of the St. Mary's is working well, but it is far from optimization. So they can work more to increase their efficiency. Moving forward, for the cost benefit analysis. So, in order to overcome the challenges that we have discussed earlier, the first one is introduction of electronic vehicle. Yes, the upfront cost is high, about 50,000 per vehicle is a higher cost, but there is a long-term savings while adapting electronic vehicle for their services, and also 70 percentage of lower cost and 50 percentage less spent on maintenance, because electronic vehicles are much simpler vehicle with fewer moving parts. The second one is investing in telematics and scheduling system. This can improve the efficiency dramatically because of the manual system that we are following to schedule their services. Instead of using software system, they can improve their efficiency and improve their services. For about 10,000 setups and 3,000 a year in fees, St. Mary's Mobility Services could see at least 50% increase in their ridership, and also reducing 20% of missed appointments. As we can see now, there is an increase in the missing of appointment due to the scheduling system. So if they are using software system for scheduling the services, they can improve their efficiency. The next remaining part will be explained by Surya.
Okay, coming to the third part, which is the strategic partnerships. By investing 5,000 a year, outreach SMSs can build partnerships with clinics, local businesses, and community groups. This could generate over 25,000 a year in co-funding, in-kind services, or sponsorships, helping offset operating costs and boost community involvement. Coming to the fourth part, which is the grant applications, a small investment of 2,000 in grant writings could unlock 50,000 to 100,000 in funding. Provincial and federal programs are actively supporting green and accessible transport. This is a low risk, high return opportunity. Together, these initiatives provide long term cost savings, better service delivery, and financial resilience. So coming to the next slide, which is the implementation plan. So here, to ensure a smooth and sustainable transition, we've broken the implementation into 3 structured phases, each designed to minimize disruption while maximizing learning and impact. The first one, the phase 1, the planning and preparation. This phase lays the groundwork. Well, we'll research and select the most cost-effective and reliable electric vehicle vendors. That means SMMS's rural service needs, focusing on battery range, charging support, and durability. Second one, apply for grants. Include green infrastructure, community transportation funding. These applications take time. So starting early gives us an advantage. So the third one being evaluating the telematic providers. Looking at ease of use, integration with our current dispatch process and our support services. Begin initial discussion with potential partners like clinics, seniors centers, and local sponsors. By the end of phase 1, we'll have vendor chosen, fund application submitted, and roadmap ready for the pilot. The phase 2, which is the pilot project launch. Here we put the plan into motion with a small scale pilot to test the system in its real world conditions. So it includes the introduction of the EVs into services on a frequently used route. This helps us to gather first-hand data on range, charging logistics, and driver experience and rider feedback. Implementing telematics in that vehicle to monitor routes, driver behavior, and vehicle status. We'll compare this to current performance metrics. Then being the collection and analyzation data over a few weeks, which is the fuel savings, schedules, improvements, ride competition times, and using it to refine training or the process. Next, to provide support and collect feedback from drivers, dispatchers, and riders so we can identify our earlier issues. This phase is crucial for testing the waters before scaling it up. The phase 3, which is a full rollout and optimization. Assuming successful pilot results well being full implementation. Purchases additionally is expanding the fleet as funding allows, targeting a 50 to 75% transition with the next 12 to 18 months. Equipping all the vehicles with telematics allows for smarter dispatching, performance tracking, and service coordination. Next, to deliver hands-on training to both staff and volunteers, covering the EV operations, software usage, and the customer service protocols. Next, the launching of a performance dashboard to track the key metrics, which is a fuel saving, ride efficiency, and system uptime, and the rider satisfaction. Being reporting the results to funding partnerships and stakeholders to demonstrate the impact and secure ongoing support. This phase approaches is designed to be practical, adaptable, and data-driven, allowing SMMS to grow steadily without or extending the resources while improving services every step of the way. Now, Anjana will be continuing.
Thank you, Surya Takotvarambil. Here, I would like to talk about the contingency plans we prepared. We have built a strong contingency plan to handle some unexpected issues. First one is fleet transition backup. We will retain a few gas-powered or hybrid vehicles during the EV rollout for reliability. And next one is technology risk. Manual scheduling will stay in place during the transition. Training and small-scale testing will minimize the risks. And next point is operational support. Agreements with regional mobility services can help during overflow periods or emergencies. We will also maintain a pool of backup volunteers to avoid the risk. And next point is financial shortfall mitigation. If funding falls short, grant applications will be prioritized and we will pursue sponsorships or municipal support. And next one is service disruption preparedness. We will implement communication plans for ride dealers and also we create alternative route options to maintain service quality. And when I talk about the conclusion of this presentation. In conclusion, the Silex project positions St. Mary's and area mobility service for a stronger and more sustainable future. And EV adoption and new scheduling systems will modernize the operations and also cut the costs and also boost service capacity. These changes will also align St. Mary's and area mobility service with environmental sustainability goals and also reduce emissions and also fuel dependence. Partnerships and funding diversification will ensure long-term community impact and financial resilience. And St. Mary's Area Mobility Service has an opportunity to lead by example in rural mobility innovation. In next slide, we included the references we collected. Thank you all.